Hello everyone, I want to talk to you on how to handle depression. How to handle depression. Depression is a disorder that is characterized by excessive sadness, loss of interest in enjoyable things, and low motivation. It is a disorder that is characterized with not just sadness, but excessive sadness, loss of interest in enjoyable things, and low motivation. So sometimes people can find themselves in that situation where they are depressed. They have excessive level of sadness. Nothing just makes them happy. Some can find themselves when they've lost interest in the enjoyable things of life. Nothing interests them anymore. They feel just sad over everything and have no motivation and morale. The zeal to want to go further in life. In fact, they just feel sometimes it can graduate from depression to suicidal thoughts. They feel no need for being in existence. They see no benefit for having breath or having life in the inside of them. So how do we handle such kind of situation if we find ourselves there? How do we handle such kind of situation and even avoid getting ourselves into depression? Number one is to look for support from people who make you feel safe and cared for. Look for support from people who make you feel safe and cared for. All right, so you are not alone in the world. When you find yourself getting into a point of depression or you are in depression, the first and most quickest thing you can do is to look for support from those who make you feel safe and feel cared for. They don't have to have the ability to fix you. They just need to be good listeners who compassionately listen to you without distraction and without judging you. Compassionately listening to you without distraction and without judging you. So you need that to help you out of such state in times of depression. And number two, and when you meet them, rather, talk to them about how you feel. Express yourself to them. I feel so sad. I feel so disappointed at myself. I feel like I'm worthless. I'm this. Talk to them. What you bottle inside is, once it's better it explodes outside than in the inside of you. When it explodes outside, it can be seen and easily healed. But when it explodes in the inside of you, it will begin to damage your body system, your thoughts, your organs. All of them will begin to malfunction. Number two, make FaceTime a priority. Make FaceTime a priority. Phone calls, text message, social media are good ways of communicating, but they can't replace the quality in-person time of communication, where you need to communicate with people face to face than just talking with them over the phone or through texting or through the social media. Make those kind of communication, FaceTime, a priority in those seasons. They will help you. They will help you because you can be able to pick certain kind of attribute or features from their body language, their gestures, and the rest of them. Number three, try to keep up with social activities even if you don't feel like it. Often when people get depressed, they feel very uncomfortable getting involved in social activities. They just want to be alone. But that aloneness is what destroys you further and destroys you more. Get out of your shell. Force yourself. Push yourself. Except you really enjoy that depressed state and you want to remain in it. But if you are sincere that you don't want to get into that depression, or you don't want to stay if you're already there in that state of depression, then engage yourself in social activities even if you don't feel like it. When you are much around people, you feel less depressed. One of the reasons for depression is when someone just feels they are the only one in the whole wide world. They have nobody that thinks about them, that cares for them, that loves them, or that appreciates their existence or compliments them for who they are or what they do part time. So that's why you will need to engage in that. Number four, find ways to support others. Get into things. Maybe you visit a motherless home, you show them care and love. It makes you, to be able to feel that you are not the only one in that kind of need in life. Others too have needs. So get yourself involved in ways you can support and help others. Number five, do things that makes you feel good. Things that relaxes and energizes you. Give concentration and priority to them. Whatever that makes you feel good, get involved in it. It might be maybe visiting a friend, it might be watching a movie, listening to a song, and maybe engaging in exercise, going to the movies, going for a vacation, whatever make you feel good. Engage in them and it will help you out of such depression. Number 6, get yourself engaged and avoid idleness. This has been one of my emphasis all through this broadcast. Get yourself engaged and avoid idleness. They say the idle man is the devil's workshop. So when you just stay idle, your depression will get from, a state of depression to a suicidal thoughts, where you feel like there is no point still being existing. You want to take it up. Let me just end it all here. Because you begin to withdraw from people. So get yourself engaged. If you need to go to work, go to work. If you need to go to church, go to church. If you need to visit, get yourself engaged. Avoid staying idle in those seasons. That's what worsens such a state. Avoid idleness as much as you can. Number 7, reduce stress. Reduce stress. Look for those things that puts you under stress, under too much of pressure, and cut them off from your life. When we are stressed, our stress releases an hormone in our inside called cortisol. It releases an hormone called cortisol. Now, this hormone called cortisol helps us to cope with stress. However, too much of accumulation of cortisol leads to depression, where it looks like a man's emotion literally breaks down. Alright, so it is good, it helps us to cope with stress, but too much of it can lead to what? Depression. So reduce stress to the minimal level in your life. That means you should take good time out to sleep, good time out to relax, good time out to eat good food. Take care of yourself. This life you have is just one. Live it well. Enjoy it well. Number 8, focus on your best quality. People with depression usually have low self-esteem. They begin to look at everything that is negative and bad about themselves. And that's one of the reasons why they even get into depression or remain there. So concentrate on your good qualities. Don't just remain in negative self-image, negative self-talk. Begin to look at certain things that are good about you. I look very beautiful. I look this way. I can do this. I can do this. I can do that. It will help you to get out of depression. Number 9, enjoy the emotional benefit of exercise. Enjoy the emotional benefit of what? Exercise. Exercise releases natural feel-good chemicals into your brain. Exercise releases natural feel-good chemical into your brain, plus the fact that it can boost your confidence and make you feel more in control. For instance, you say, I'm going to do 20 press-up and you did 25. It makes you feel good and feel in charge. Your morals are high. So that's the profit of exercise. It will help you to get out of depression. So do engage in exercise. Number 10, surround yourself with motivators and inspirators. If you have someone that motivates you, a speaker, listen to them in those seasons more often. When you surround yourself with people who make you reduce your self-esteem, lowers your value, diminishes your person, you will of course get into depression. Or even stay. If you're already in depression, you will remain there for a long time. The person is always making you look stupid, telling you how bad you are, how you cannot be good, how you cannot make anything out of life, how you are stupid. Get out of those things. You do more good when you get out of them. It helps you more. Because when you get into depression, you lose. The person is not affected. When you get into depression or even suicide, you are losing. See, sometimes in life, we just use emotions to cover situations where we are the loser. When people say things to you that affect your person, affect your personality, diminish your value, torment your mind, put you into a mental torture, and you are just there just crying, and no, you lose. What you should do is to disconnect yourself from that system, that environment, and that person immediately, because it does not affect them. Look, you are the one that is crying. You are the one feeling bad, not feeling good. And the other person is here enjoying their life. They don't even know most of the times that what they are doing to you is bad, or the things they say to you might is affecting you rather. So do yourself good by surrounding yourself more with motivators inspirators, those who will spur you up, those who will push you up, those who will and bring out the king in the inside of you, bring out the general in the inside of you, those who will speak to the greatness in the inside of you. Surround yourself with them and value their presence in your life. Number 11, create an inspiration system for yourself. This is one of the biggest downfall of man, of people. They don't have inspiration systems around their life. When they are down, when their morale is low, their motivation is low, they don't know what to do to jack it up. For some of you, it might be just playing a kind of good music you have. Some of you, it might be reading a book, getting into a motivational talk or something. Surround yourself with an inspiration system. Some of you, it might just be seeing your loved ones again after all the stress and depression. Once you see your loved one, you feel so happy. You can surround yourself, make it as a system around your life. Not just now, let it be a permanent system. So you know, when I'm down, when I'm looking dejected or frustrated or down, or my morals are low, I know what to do that will bring it up again. For me, it's good music. I just lie down, begin to have sweet memories of my life, and then listen to good music, and I surround myself with my children. Once I have my children around me, and I'm just talking with them, having fun with them, playing with them, nice time, I feel so relaxed. My morale is high again. My energy is intensified again. So that's what you should find for yourself if you truly want to get out of depression. And number 12, talk to a therapist or a medical practitioner. Talk to a therapist or a medical practitioner. And finally, number 13, talk to your creator. Stay in the inside of your room and talk to your God and say, this is what I'm going through. I'm in this state, help me out of it. You should know you have a creator. So talk to him, and you'll be shocked the kind of interventions and the kind of change that will happen in your life. 2 things I want you to take out of this teaching. Number 1 is that don't get into yourself and don't separate yourself from people in seasons of what? Depression. And if you don't even want to get to depression, stop separating and secluding yourself. Everything you're doing is alone, aloof. You're in that alone life. From loneliness, it will graduate to depression. And from depression, it will give birth to suicidal thought. And from suicidal thought, you feel like ending it up. Number 2, whatever state you are in life is still someone's envy. Whatever situation you are in life, you are still better than someone. The only reason why you feel so bad about your state and about your own circumstances, your own situation or predicament, is because you have not heard other people's stories. When you hear their stories and the situation and what they are going through, you will know you don't have a problem. So that's one of the reasons why we find ourselves in that state. So see yourself like that whatever height I am in life and whatever I'm going through, somebody still wish to be in that position of life. Somebody still wish to be in that kind of height. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed my teaching and you enjoyed my video. You can go through all of my videos on my channel and they will be of a great benefit and a blessing to your life. I am a life coach. I am a minister of the gospel, and I am an author. So you can get wonderful inspiration and motivational content that will stir you up to make the change that you need for the next phase of your life. Thank you. See you next time.